vintage fashion boutique featuring Amelia James. So, pardon my nasally sound. I have been sick for almost a week now, and it's pretty miserable. It's pretty miserable. But I wanted to get on here and do a video because it's something I've wanted to touch on for a while, because I feel it's really, really important that you get an idea of do's and don'ts for customer service. So that's what this video will be about. I am winging it as usual, so if I forget to say anything, I'll put it below. So make sure you check it out below. I also have below the links to my shop, so if you would like to shop with me, I have my Facebook VIP link posted below. I also have my interest group posted below for those of you who may be interested in joining my team, Team Hustle Squad, for Amelia James. My littlest one is not at preschool yet. So, and then I also have the link for my Google Doc, so that if you don't want to join another Facebook group, but you're still interested in joining my team, then you can fill out that Google Doc, and I will contact you as soon as possible. So, this one is the one who started the sickness, and it's just slowly spread through the house, and now I am trying to get over it so that I can get back to my full 100%. Although, I'm sure, as other mothers know, even when you're sick, you have to just keep on trucking and keep going. Alright, anyways, so let me get some coffee. But yeah, so I apologize for the nasally sound and things. But I wanted to do a video on customer service because I feel like it's a subject that is not touched on enough. You could never touch on it enough, because there's so many different situations that can come up with customers that you may not know how to handle it. I don't know, there's certain things I won't know how to handle. You just never know, because every customer is different. They have different likes, they have different dislikes, and they have different personalities. So, but here are just a few do's and don'ts for general customer service. I have always had really, really outstanding customer service, and I'm not saying that as a bragging point or anything like that. Ever since I started my very first job at Publix when I was 15 down in Florida, because that's where I'm originally from, I was always getting awards and stuff like that for customer service. So I do know a little bit about it. And I just want to share with you, some ways you can maybe calm down a situation if a customer is upset, or just exceed the expectations with your customer service you already have. So, for one, this is the biggest thing, and I feel I know I've gone into stores and other places where I'm the customer. And that's the biggest thing. You have to look at it in a way where if you were the customer dealing with yourself and your business, would you be satisfied with the service you're receiving? So you need to put yourself in a customer's shoes, in their point of view, which is always the best way to do it, because then you're going to be like, oh yeah, I probably wouldn't like that, so why am I doing that to my customers? You know what I mean? So, kindness. Always. I don't know how many times I have gone to stores and other businesses and they're just rude. Why do you want to be rude? Why are you miserable? That's what I want to say to them. And of course I don't, not all the time anyways. I am a little bit of a more blunt person, but for the sake of argument, because I don't want to argue with anybody, I don't have time for that. There are so many more important things in life than arguing with others. I just don't understand. So you want to make sure you are being really nice to your customers. You're showing them kindness and heart, and that you have a good heart and you put your heart into your business. So you want to show kindness always. That is definitely a do. You don't want to be rude. You don't want to come off as sarcastic and rude. Now, don't get me wrong on that either, because I am a very sarcastic person, but when it's a customer that I am not on that personal level with, I put that in the back until they know me as a person and they'll understand my personality. I don't want to automatically just come off sarcastic, because it might come off rude to them. Now, for those that know who I am and understand my personality, they know that's just how I am and I'm not being rude. But you want to make sure that you are showing your true self in a professional way, and then once you're on that personal level, apparently I just can't talk even when I'm sick or not sick. Once you're in that personal level with your customers, then that's a whole different ballgame. Like, they're going to know that you're sarcastic and they're going to find it funny or clever or whatever, but they're not going to think it's coming off as rude because they'll know you better. Sorry. I thought I saw something outside. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that you have an exchange or refund policy. Your customer is supposed to experience 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Now, with Amelia James, like the specific company, it states in the policies and procedures that your customers are to receive 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So that means that you have to offer a full refund for a product as long as it has the tag still attached and is unworn. You do not have to accept a product that has been worn, washed, is dirty, or anything like that. Then you can only offer an exchange to the customer, or what I do, I have a 7-day return or exchange policy, and it is put into my files in my group and in my albums in my group. I used WordSwag and I just typed up my, return and exchange policy, so that way people know it's there and they can't say that they couldn't find it or haven't seen it. And I also make sure all my customers know I have my little thank you cards. They're actually right here. I have my little thank you cards, and it has the return policy on it. I send it out with every purchase, every single purchase. I don't care if it's a customer that already has purchased from me multiple times. I slip it in there, because then there's no way possible that they can say they've never seen it or never gotten it. It's also got clothing care instructions on it, and all my information on it and stuff like that. But you need to have a refund and exchange policy in place so that your customer is 100% satisfied. Now, you are going to have customers who are just outright liars. I'm not going to be sugarcoating this, because, and this is not all customers, this is few and far in between. Like, it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. You're going to come across a situation where a customer has made up a story as to why they need to return the item, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they have buyer's remorse and they spent too much money and now they're getting in trouble with their husband, or or something like that. Because, short story, I had this happen to me when I was selling LuLaRoe. So my boutique is my entire basement. I have a fully finished basement. It's my entire basement. You guys have seen it on my other videos. And I had a customer who came over to my house one day. So I'm going to try to do this as unrudely as possible. Lily, I can't hear baby. She came over, and not only did she spend 3 hours, and I'm not exaggerating this, I promise you, I won't exaggerate anything, 3 hours shopping at my home. So not only did she tie up my time with my kids and getting things done that I needed to do, which normally I don't care. I do not care, but she insisted that she had to come over at that time. That's fine. I was never rude about it. I didn't make any comments about it. I didn't say anything, because obviously I wanted her to come shop and enjoy the experience. But she was here for 3 hours shopping. Now, this is when I was with the other company. and I gave her a free pair of leggings for buying so many. So she got a free pair of leggings. She got a swag bag from me because she planned to host a pop-up party. So I have a shelf that says host a pop-up, pick a prize. So I have swag bags pre-made if somebody wants to select a date to host a pop-up for my company or business, then they can pick a bag. So she got that. She got a free pair of leggings. She spent, I think, like $270 something after taxes. All right, now I have never, ever had a complaint about any kind of moldy smells or damp smells or anything in my basement. I have a dehumidifier down there. I have a, the wax melter thing. I don't know what it's called at this particular moment, but it smells nice. I am very, very cautious with having too strong of scents as far as like the wax melter. And I am very cautious and make sure there is absolutely no dampness, no moisture, no moldy smells that could even possibly be down there. Never once have had a complaint. Never have had anybody try to exchange or return anything because of that. So just to shorten it up, this lady basically took advantage of me and my kindness, and that will happen to you. Unfortunately, it's just life, and some people are just not honest. But she basically took advantage of it and tried to tell me that the smell was so strong on her clothes that even after she washed one pair of leggings, it did not come out. So basically that was a straight up lie, because if she was here for 3 hours, she couldn't possibly say that she didn't smell that strong of a scent while she was here. Basically, she spent too much money and her husband found out about it. She had buyer's remorse, so she wanted to find a way to get her money back. So I ended up having to give that money back to her and taking the clothes back. Then she kept the pair of leggings that she washed that supposedly the smell wouldn't come out because she said she washed them. So it was just a mess. It was a bad situation. It was a bad experience. And you're going to have bad experiences. Not every single customer is going to just be an easy sale or, whatever. But you have to stay positive through those negative times. And I know that's a lot easier said than done because it's really, really frustrating when people act that way and do those things to you, especially when you work so hard to get sales and, have loyal customers. It's really disheartening, but you have to keep going and you have to not let that bother you. You have to not let that form the opinion for the rest of the customers that you have as well. You need to always show kindness and great customer service. And how you show great customer service is putting your good heart on your sleeve. You need to show your customers, your followers, your viewers, whatever it is, that you have a good heart. Your heart is in the right place. You're working your butt off to make your business known and get to the goals you want to achieve. So your customers are going to feed off that. They're going to feel that, and they're going to see that. So if you are not, and I'll do another video on like posts and what they could say that would help you out, tips and tricks, stuff like that. Also, if you guys have any suggestions on something you would like to know about, I do sit and research these things and learn as much as possible on a daily basis. It's not just stuff I'm making up from the top of my head. Like, I'm actually researching this and learning it so that I can share it with you. I'm not just going to share, random things that pop into my head. If it's not something that actually works, then I haven't tried out. So if you have any suggestions on something you would like me to talk about or make a video about, please comment below. That way I have some more ideas for my channel for that too. Alright, I feel like me being sick is making me not think clearly. Like, my head just feels like it's 50 pounds and my brain's not working. So I always have to have a little note thing. Okay, so another thing you do not want to do, you do not want to pressure your customers. And I say this so cautiously. Please do not pressure your customers into a sale, because they're not going to want to come back. I promise you, they're not going to want to come back to you if you make them feel like they need to buy this, or you're not going to be friends with them or whatever. You want your customers to feel comfortable and homey, even on your group page. You want them to feel like they could just comment with whatever, ask you a question about whatever, and you're not going to be rude back answering, and you're not going to pressure them into a sale. I have had better luck with this over the last few months with Amelia James than I did have with the other company I was with, because Amelia James is more of a style that I can sell. It's something that I can be 100% honest about how much I love it and how beautiful it is and how cute the prints are and how great the fabrics are. I don't have to put on this facade that something is cute when it's not. And honestly, I didn't really put on a facade with the other company either. I just would be straight up about it, and that's what my customers have loved about it and loved about me and my business, is that I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, and I'm going to keep it real. Because to me, I would rather have a loyal customer who eventually is going to start buying from me, and they don't have to buy every single time I have a sale, but I know that they're going to be there, and I know that they're going to tell other people about my business. I want that loyalty more than I want that sale right then and there on a t-shirt or something. I want that loyalty, because that loyalty is going to bring me more customers. I have a really loyal following of customers and people because of my customer service. And I have other people telling others. Word of mouth marketing is the biggest form of marketing. I've talked about this in my last video. It's really, really big, you guys. So you want to make sure that every single customer is having a great experience, so they're going to tell others about the great experience, and that's going to bring you more business and more customers. It's all about being yourself, being kind, showing others compassion and kindness, and making others feel beautiful. My biggest thing, and I feel like I'm just going off on a rant here, but you know what? It's good information, so I don't care. My biggest thing is I want my ladies, I say it, my ladies in my group know they're my ladies. I want them to feel beautiful. I want them to be confident. I want them to know when they wear the clothes they buy from me, even if they're wearing something else that's not from me, I want them to feel good. I want them to feel good inside and outside and be confident, because this world is so negative sometimes. If you can spread even a little bit of positive vibes and, inspiration to another person, then why don't you do that? Like, if you have the chance to do that, then do it. This world is so messed up. We need to be encouraging one another. We need to be positive with one another. We need to be inspiring others to feel good and have confidence. That is the purpose for my boutique, and I make it very well known. I write it in my cards to my customers. You are beautiful. You're going to rock this Syracuse sweater or whatever the piece is that they've bought. I want them to feel good, and I want them to know that they can come to me, and I'm going to make them feel good, and I'm going to make them look beautiful, and I'm going to help them find their inner and outer beauty and gain that confidence back. And that's what my boutique is known for, and that's what my customers know about it, which is what my goal is and was. So I've achieved that, and I couldn't be more proud of myself for achieving that goal, because that's the most important to me, is making my customers feel good. I want them to know that they're not going to come to me and have a bad customer service experience. They're not going to come to my business and feel like they're not beautiful. My customers know when they come to my boutique that it's going to be a great experience. They're going to laugh and have a good time and find themselves really beautiful outfits at, you know, good deals and great prices. Even if it's not on sale, all my, you know, I've never had a complaint about price points or anything like that. Maybe on a couple things, but Amelia James is working on all of us reps, all of our suggestions, which is one of the greatest things about this company is the fact that they listen to us and take into consideration our suggestions and advice for the business. But now that I have rambled on for 20 minutes or so, I hope you guys have a really awesome rest of your week and weekend, and I really, really hope that you are getting your business out there and you're doing great things for your customers and that everything is just really awesome. I know it sounds, you know, corny or whatever, but I do. I really hope that everybody's doing well and everybody is successful and, you know, heading towards success. If you want to join my team, if you would like to join Team Hustle Squad for Amelia James, then let me know. Just contact me. If you don't and you just like watching my videos and watching my, you know, following my channel, then that's cool too. I am all about meeting new people, forming new friendships, helping others out. So that's cool with me too. But I hope you guys have a good one and leave me some suggestions for videos, guys. I'm sure that I will come up with more, but I would always like to hear from others what they would like to hear about, get advice about. I already research things, so if it's something I haven't already learned about, then I will research it before I do the video. But I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.